Hey there guys, how's it going? Today I have for you here is the RIDGID 18 volt brushless hammer drill. Model number is going to be right here at the corner. That's going to be Romeo 86115 Bravo, and then the SKU number that's associated with the Home Depot online store is 1005 934 300. Now that's it. I'm also going to leave a QR code on the screen and a product link in the description below. Now that's done, let's go ahead and check what's inside the box. Alright, let's have a look here. Auxiliary handle, user or operator's manual. Oh, and I think there's a pamphlet or a catalog of the tools. Let's put that to the side. Whatever that is. And the very hammer drill itself. Oops! I'll just get that and we'll be right back. Great, we're all set. Now let's get started. First off, we have a neatly color printed pamphlet of RIDGID's tool lineup. I'll show you a picture of its contents near the end of the video, or you can skip to it if you wish. Next up we have here is the operator or user's manual. Not many people keep these. Me personally, I do, because it has information I need, or it may have information that may pique my interest. Then now we have here is the auxiliary handle. These come in, or is composed of 5 parts. There we go. First of all, we have the handle, of course. Then we have a screw, the spring, and then 2 clamps or jaws if you wish. These come together over here into a threaded insert in the handle, and you just screw it as such. Just requires little assembly, of course. I'll leave it here for the time being. Then now we have here is the belt clip and then the bit holder. These will attach to the hammer drill's base over here with the provided screws here. And then of course we have the dual-headed bit or dual bit. My bad, dual-sided bit. This is going to be a Phillips 2 and a slotted 6 or flathead basically to others. Quick note, if you lose the belt clip or the bit holder or simply need more, you can purchase them online at homedepot.com. And if you're just needing the screws, I found out that these are M4s with a thread ratio of 0.7 and they're 8 millimeters long. Before we get to the parts and features, I want to briefly display the specifications on the screen and then we'll move on. Finally, last but not least, the hammer drill itself. Let's go ahead and talk about its parts and features, starting from the front to back. Here we have the chuck, which is made of metal and not plastic. And it has a 1/2 inch capacity or a 13 millimeter capacity for my metric people. And it's got a nice knurling all around here for a nice grip. Unfortunately, it's not a Jacob's chuck, but that's alright. Here we have is the clutch ring. It has 24 positions, which are the 22 torque settings, and has the drill and hammer drill modes integrated in it. The numbers indicate the torque levels. The lower the number, the weaker the torque. The higher the number, the stronger the torque. And I normally stick to the numbered digits for any screwing applications. Another quick note, depending on your torque settings, once the drill meets a certain resistance, it will stop spinning and make a clicking noise. That's this doing its job. Here's the drill mode. Once set, the drill will do its best not to hold back. But if it does meet a significant amount of resistance, it will stop until you let go of the trigger and press again. Here's the hammer drill mode, labeled with the hammer icon. Once set, it's like the drill mode, only it adds a hammering action to the chuck here at the front. You'll experience the hammer drill mode feature while you're drilling, and when it meets a certain resistance, the chuck will start making impact noises real fast. That's it hammering away while you're drilling. On top here we have the speed mode switch. It has 2 modes. Low speed, which is number 1 for applications or situations requiring higher power and torque. High speed, which is number 2 for fast drilling, preferably used for drilling into wood or masonry, and for hammer drilling function. Now moving back to the side, here we have this attachment port for the auxiliary handle. I'll show you that just in a bit. You align this notch basically onto that attachment point. and then you tighten like so. Here he is. Here it is on the other side. Next we have here on the side also is a hammer drill symbol. This indicates whether or not the drill driver has a hammer drill mode feature. Here we have at the back of the drill the word brushless. Now this indicates the tool is a brushless motor. If it doesn't have any source of indications of brushless, then it's most likely a brush motor. Here again to the sides we have the forward or reverse switch right here. Now to put it simply, this switch here decides whether or not the chuck will spin clockwise or counterclockwise or lock in place. If you want to lock the trigger in place, you just basically move it in between the middle here. Next we have here is the trigger. It's a variable speed trigger. The harder I press on it, the faster the chuck spins. The lighter I press on it, the slower the chuck spins. I'll just go ahead and show you that by inserting a battery. We have the handle here, which has the hex grips, which I like. Here at the base of the tool, we have an LED light that points upwards towards the chuck. Now, it will turn on once I press to a certain point on the trigger. It'll turn on. And that will also turn on once I run the drill. Now, over here on the right side of the drill, we got a label. Basically, it shows the model number and some other specs of the drill. And over here, this little symbol here that looks like no with an offset O, that means no load. And this is where you attach the belt clip or the bit holder in place with the screw. Taking a look underneath the tool's base, we have another label here. Now this one I like. This is where the serial number is located. Previously, it used to be located here at the sides. Now this was exposed to being scratched and damaged and whatnot. Now, since it's located here, it will last longer. Alright, lastly, my thoughts. It looks plain but in a good way. It is simple yet agreeable or pleasing to the eyes. If you give this tool a good look, it actually doesn't look that intimidating or confusing at all. In my opinion, it actually looks approachable and user-friendly. Now this is good for like people who are starting off buying their tools, or somebody who's just trying to get a hammer drill straight off. Now my last bit for this is that I have two issues with the hammer drill. Firstly is that if you look closely here where the arrow points to the drill mode, it's actually quite offset when I set it over there. And not just that, it's probably just me, but the actual drill icon is like slanted. Now this doesn't really affect the functionality, but it is quite bothersome. But my second issue is that over here at the speed mode, as you can see, it's stuck in the middle. Now when I'm trying to switch from mode 2 to mode 1 or speed 1, it gets stuck there in the middle. Now I can see that to be an issue if I'm not paying attention well enough. Now it can possibly go back to 1 or switch back to 1 if I could. I just have to turn on the drill, and at times it will, okay, there we go. Lucky this time. At times it won't even work. So I'm just gonna live with that. I won't be returning the drill. I'm actually pretty contented with this overall. But yeah, this is my only issue. So a little disappointing, but I can live with it. But to others, I don't know. So I actually purchased this hammer drill online at homedepot.com in order to replace my medium-sized drill driver, which I gave away to a relative. And I bought this all together, including the battery, for $149. So the tool and a 4 amp hour battery. The tool by itself, it was $119. Now, I originally wanted to just buy a regular drill driver, but they weren't exactly a good price. Then I bumped into this guy for that price, including the battery, of course. And then now I'm going to show you the other two drill drivers or hammer drill that I have, that to show you where this drill will stand. So basically, here's my small one, my medium size, and my large size. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. A friendly reminder to those who buy RIDGID's orange power tools. Please don't forget to register your tools for the LSA. And to also make sure your tool is eligible for the LSA, just check around the box. It will show an LSA logo that looks something like this. Lifetime service agreement, that symbol on the box. And it should be eligible for LSA. Most products are, but there are some of their power tools that aren't. So just make sure and double check. All right, peace out.